What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the 12th overall album and the, ninth studio album from Czarface, entitled Czartificial Intelligence. If you don't know who Czarface is, this is a supergroup trio formed by 7L Esoteric, the duo, and Wu-Tang Clan member Inspector Deck. Um, my first intro to them really was in 2015 with Every Hero Needs a Villain. They had dropped the debut project in 2013. It was self-titled Czarface. And I remember listening to A Fistful of Peril, First Weapon Drawn. I reviewed Czarface meets Metalface. That was their first collaborative project. Um, and I remember really liking that project. I did listen to Czarface meets Ghostface. They dropped three projects in 2019. That was that um, collab with Ghostface Killer, of course, but then they dropped Double Dose of Danger, then the Odds Are Against Us. Double Dose of Danger, I don't actually remember reviewing. I mean, I'm listening to, but the Odds Are Against Us, yeah, Super What, I do remember listening to that. That was the second collab with MF Doom. Czar Noise, I do remember listening to that. And Zarmageddon, what do I want to say? I skipped listening to that. But I'm here listening to this one, and I'm glad I did because now I can say I have just a Czarface project, not a Czarface collaborative project under my belt. And let's go ahead and get right into the review. Where are my notes? Here we go. So, I'm not talking about every track, but the majority of them. First track I'm talking about is Zarkimedes' Death Ray. And this right here is funky, lyrical, well, like on some lyrical assassination type shit, like most tracks, but this further sets the tone that was already set beforehand, given what you expect from this group. And actually, just to make sure that I am, like I said, not talking about every track, but I want to at least make sure that I say which number the track is. Not that it really matters if I just say the track. You can look up what it is anyway. But the next track, the second track, Blast Off. Funky again here, even funkier really. It's like a plea to the youth type of track to like stay in touch but get off the screens and the drugs. And just talks about here like Dak just talks here about like not being concerned with what most people talk about and just blasting off past that and staying blast off and on the move. And the next track, All That for a Drop of Blood. This beat sounds like some AI shit for real, and it's very grandiose. It has that type of feel to it. And here we're just talking about the detailing what is put in, like blood, sweat, and tears, all for this game. And then the next track, You Know My Style, featuring Nems. This isn't just funky, but it's hard. Like it's like the robots have turned against us, and Deck is one of them, but with the mic though. Another lyrical assassination, and they just talk about like how they wouldn't change anything, wouldn't change anything about their careers. They'd do it all again, and talking about how they stayed true to themselves, or at least Dex staying true to himself 30 years later, getting a deal in 2023, and he didn't even need a face tat to do it. And the next track, Mama's Basement. This is a cute and fun track. It's a feel-good beat that really reminds me of Doom, and this track is just about leaving your comments in your mama's basement. You gotta go back to get them. And the next track, Frenzy in a Far Off World, featuring Frankie Pulitzer. It's a cool first half with Frankie's feature, and Inspector is doing his thing, but the track has a way of coming together with the beat transition and Inspector Deck's second verse. Now, skipping Zarzenik and going to Gatecrasher, featuring Logic, this feels like a track that Logic would be on. Well, it feels like a track that would be on a Logic project. Just with that funny intro of dude who is Logic, talking trash to Logic. And it's another one of those feel good beats that, again, made me think about Doom. And that's really all I have to say about the project. Deck, of course, the boys did their thing. Now, the next track, skipping Sirens and Helicopter, and I'm going to 111 Chelsea. And it's really just an instrumental. It's an instrumental that sounds like you're in the lab during the experiments, like during a session. Both labs, the studio and the science lab. Now, the next track, skipping live. Well, no, not skipping. We're at Marvel at that road trip. This is another feel good beat again that makes me think about Doom, especially with all the comic book references. And he's just here. Deck is at the comic book store going through every hero or villain. Well, not every hero or villain, but by each letter in the alphabet, he's going. He's naming a hero or villain A through Z with his son. And skipping live from Zarnagi Hall, we have the final track Together. And I'm glad that this album ended on a track that I liked because that just feels right, especially since the album came out so hard with those first 6 tracks. And it's pretty much just an instrumental after halfway through the song, and I fuck with it. And really, that's my review. I'm feeling the first half over the second half, but the album is cohesive as a whole, so I fuck with that. Um, Tracks that I didn't talk about, like Live from Zarnagi Hall, Helicopter, Sirens, and Zarsenic, didn't necessarily dislike them, but they just weren't hitting for me the way the other 10 of the 14 tracks on here were. And Cool Keith was featured twice on Helicopter and on Live from Zarnagi Hall. Cool to see a OG on here. Not that there wasn't already an OG on here with, well, not that there aren't already OGs all over the place since the duo trio is Czarface, but you know what I'm saying. And some newer faces like Nems. I guess you could call Logic newer, kind of, but not really. That's pretty much it for my review. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. And if you haven't heard it, I definitely recommend that you check it out. Then come back and let me know what you think about it and my review on it. And that's pretty much it. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the content that you see. Check the description for any links below as far as connecting with me further outside of YouTube. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Be safe. Love you. And I'll see y'all next time.